I saw a lot of, I have a problem with what's going on in this country. I have issues that are going on in this country. And, I heard a lot on the media about why people are down here. And, even though the media portrayed them as hippies or whatever they want to call it, I came down and I actually got a feel for the people. And they were, people in here with suits, people in here with polo T-shirts, all kinds of different people from all across the world who came down in support. So, it starts getting your brain moving like, why are these people here, if what we're doing is not right, if what they're doing is not right. So I kind of got into the movement, and the first day I was here, I saw police brutality on Wall Street where the police were grabbing protesters from off the sidewalk and just arresting them. And so what happened was, when I started coming back, I started getting more involved because, as a veteran, I did 2 tours in Iraq. My whole family has served. My mother, she did a year in Iraq. My stepfather, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, everybody served. And, I saw men, 21, 18 years old in body bags over freedom, over something that they said, you're going to war to protect our way of life, our civil liberties, our freedoms, the Constitution of the United States. But then we come home and the police and, the corporations are trying to, destroy that. They're trying to, like...
Wasn't it stated in the Constitution that it was wrong for us to send our troops to send democracy across other countries?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what it is? It's like when they talk about things like that, they're like, oh yeah, we're trying to make those people give them a democracy like ours. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to give those people a better way of life. I think those people should decide what's the best way of life for them. You know what I mean?
Do you think that the American people have a right to tell people how to live?
I don't think that we have a right to tell anybody how to live. But you know what it is? It's like we go fight these wars, but we watch genocides happen. That's something that we can get involved in. We had genocides that killed over millions of people, but we have
in Iraq and Afghanistan.
I honestly don't know what the agenda was. I don't know what we've gotten out of going there. I don't know what has been the cause of us going over there, except for my brothers dying, except for people in Iraq and Afghanistan dying for a reason that they couldn't even tell you. When you ask the people in Iraq why we're there, they couldn't tell you. They don't know about 9/11.
Do you think that oil is a major factor of why we're in Iraq and Afghanistan?
I think oil may be one of the factors, but there's a lot of factors that I think are way above my pay grade, my class. That I just know that what they're doing isn't to benefit the American people. Though I know that none of it. If it was about oil, like the gas prices aren't going down, so I don't know how we've benefited from anything.
Do you think we can limit corporate influence on government?
The way we can limit corporate influence is by occupying your local occupation and coming down and supporting. That's how we can limit it. Our voices collectively can limit it. But let her get a question in.
Sorry.
Actually, I was just going to ask you, what are your thoughts on the current bipartisanship in Washington?
I don't believe in any kind of bipartisanship at all. I tell people all the time that I'm not a Democrat, a liberal, conservative, a libertarian, none of that. Like, I'm an American citizen, and I think that we should vote as American citizens. Our vote should be taken as American citizens. It shouldn't be the Democrats didn't do this, the conservatives voted against that, or Obama is this and people didn't support him because of that. It should be about what do the American people want, what do we feel is necessary. So bipartisanship, whatever makes you feel good,
What do you think the next step for the Occupy movement is?
The Occupy movement, the next step is to get people to continue to come down, and it's like, if you only have one thing that's wrong with this country, come to Occupy movement and voice it. Support what you have, what your legitimate discrepancy is, and get more people down here. I mean, we need, we keep saying we are the 99%, but we only got about 5% out here now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so we need to get everybody.
How do you think we can get the message across better to the American people? Understand what's going on exactly down here.
What we have to do is, like I have this thing where it's like each one teach one. Every single one of us has a problem that's going on in this country, and what you have to do is just ask people, hey, what do you think is wrong with this country? And I guarantee they'll give you one thing that's wrong with this country. So say, what have you done about it? Why won't you do anything about it? That's how we get people to come down here.
Do you think that most Americans feel defeated?
defeated. I mean,
the aspect of what they can do for their country?
that's what, yeah, you know what it is? Americans have voted for so long, they put their faith in so many politicians, so many people that were outside of themselves that, you know, that they didn't reap the benefits of it. I mean, if you put your faith in somebody else, or the faith that things will just get better, you know, things will never change. You know, the people who got the women's rights, the civil rights that happen in this country wasn't for people who said, hey, I'm going to leave it up to faith. They were people who went out there, marched, took action and did something about it. So this is the way to do it.
How do you feel about the Federal Reserve?
My feeling about the Federal Reserve is that it's not for the American people, so I don't like it. You know what I mean? Anything that's not for the benefit of this country, of the people in this country, then I don't know.
Do you believe that's the focal point of the corruption that's going on in this country?
I believe there's many factors that go along with the corruption, not just the Federal Reserve. I think private companies that, you know, are looking to push different agendas are a focal point. There's a lot of, you know, different focal points.
How do you feel about capitalism?
I feel like, you know, if the people in America agree on capitalism, then we can stick with it. But, you know, I'm more into the trust and love aspect of things where, you know, we take care of our own. I don't really care about what you call it, capitalism, socialism. You know, if we have homeless people and we have, you know, people who, you know, can't get health care, dental care, you know, then, you know what I mean? I'm not with it. You know, I'm not, you know, I have no, you know, I'm not going to agree with anything like that.
Can I just ask you, what is your opinion on how the media is currently portraying Occupy Wall Street?
Well, the media is currently portraying us as people that we aren't. You know, we're everyday citizens. You know, we have old ladies, old men. You know, we have black, white. You know, we have people from different countries. Like, you know, it's a movement of everybody. You know, people just aren't out here wearing business suits because this is not the kind of place. But I'm sure many of these people have business suits that they have on. You know what I mean? So the movement is us. It's me. You know what I mean? Anybody who has a problem with what's going on in this country is a part of the movement.